together, and he did an excellent job. It's been very enjoyable. And I guess what I would like to say, I don't live in Newington, obviously, but I hope some of the things we did together, the spirit of what we did together will continue. As David said, we've made a good town a much better town. I think the quality of life in Newington is improved. The presentation of the signed picture of Cedar Mountain is very important to me. I think through the efforts of the town council and state legislators and citizens, so Bernadette back there and other people, you kept our conscience on what some of the priorities must be. Newington is geographically very unique and very blessed to have some of these resources, such as Cedar Mountain, the Hay Farm, and the Young Farm. So, our farming history, small as it was, has been preserved. I must admit that I grew up in New Britain, as my brother said. So, Newington wasn't strange territory for me. I knew the Berlin Turnpike. When I was a kid, I knew where to get the 25-cent burger. I knew where to throw the elbows over at St. Mary's when I was playing basketball as a kid in high school. I think Richie and I may have clashed a few times on the hardwoods. So I have some friends growing up. So when I got a chance to come to Newington after working in Hartford, and I'd like to thank Mr. Frank Conley back there for bringing me on board, I jumped at it because I recognized that this community, in its location and its personality, was a place I thought I had a good fit. As I said last night at the Planning and Zoning Commission meeting, we do have a great staff here. And Ron Mortensen hit the nail on the head. We have very dedicated department heads and town managers who put a lot of hours in and care about this community. But what we do have, which is even better, is we have volunteer assistant commission members. And I don't mean to be trite, these are not billable hours, but these people put a lot of time in. Dave, Joe Klett, anybody, Kathy Hall, who I've served as chairman with, put a lot of time in. Dave and I spend probably 4 or 5 hours a week together when things were busy getting ready to make sure that the commission was prepared, whether it was a plan of development or a major project, so that the residents and the developer got a fair shake. And it's the volunteer citizen commission members that make a small town like this tick. And I don't think we should ever forget that, whether it's town council, conservation, planning and zoning, economic development, they all collectively make this a great place to live. So spirit-wise, I'll be here. I told John Salomon there's a couple projects I would like to push over the goal line. I'm available to call, give you history, help Chris Greenlaw, town engineer. He's going to be carrying the baton for a while to make some of these things happen. And I would just, again, like to thank you for letting me serve you. It's very rare for someone in public service to be able to work for 20, 25 years and see some of the visions and some of the things that the town planners come up with, which maybe don't resonate too well with people, come to fruition. And I think working together with the business community, again with TPZ members who let me put my ideas out there, the town council put the money up, the town council carried the project forward, the state legislators helped cut the money. It's very important. And as I cross over to the other side, to a small town where I don't have the resources that Newington has, I find out, as John Salomon said, whether it's 30,000 people or 3,000 people, it's the guy you meet at the coffee shop at 6:30 in the morning who gets your attention. And in a small town, there's no place to hide. And, I've known that for a long time. But my effort and my approach to public services is to listen to people, and sometimes you have to say no. I said no a lot to the Vinnie 17. But in the end, I think you got the project that the commission wanted. It raised the bar, and it made the town better economically. It made the town safer, and hopefully it improved the environment. But I appreciate everything you've done for me tonight. I appreciate what I learned the last 22 years from you folks. Patience, endurance. A lot of my Irish stubbornness, sometimes I put in the back burner and it's stifle at a meeting, but I learned how to do that. And so I'll move forward, and I think someone said good health. I hope I have good health to continue this job and serve the people in my community. But I want to let you know that I'm available if something comes up here, that I can help, give you some background, and make it happen. Thank you very much.